What is up, YouTube and all my fish keeping friends? How is everybody doing out there in fish tank land? Hope you all are having a good Sunday afternoon.
Yeah. Welcome back to another day of Joseph Rambles and Amber Sweats. It's been pretty hot out lately. So bear the noise of the fans. I demanded them.
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear the fans, but there's a couple of fans running, more than a few fans running. So today, you see from the thumbnail, it says rainy Sunday. It was rainy. The beginning of the day today was rainy. First half of the day was a little rainy off and on, and I was kind of hoping it was going to stay that way all day because this whole last week has been nothing but a heat wave, kind of. Some 94 degrees, even and 95 degrees.
Well, it's like the first tropical storm to have hit this area in my lifetime, at least in 30 years. So that's part of it. But yeah, it's been unbearable. There's a stock tub in the yard that is
He
only
said,
full of water because out of the hose, the water's about 60 degrees. So I've been kind of using it as a yes. What's up?
"Oh, sorry, I'm just behind the chat,
Reading the chat.
obviously."
He's just reading the chat. He's just already.
He said that there wasn't any video, and I'm
I
going, "Oh
know.
no, there's no
And then a
video."
minute later, he said that it was good and he had to go. I was on it. I love you. It's all
Okay,
good.
all right.
Do you want to try this again? Hey guys. Your dad says hello. He's here and it's raining in Arizona. Yeah, it was raining earlier, and then I don't know. The sun decided to come out and just make it humid as all get out, which is a shame because I was all excited to make apple crisp, and I did. But apple crisp isn't as cozy when it's 92 degrees out.
There's that, and then for me, the pollen comes out, gets going, and my nose gets going, and it's no fun. But
Oh, Carrie, you say you're listening and cleaning the kids' pool. You're using the kids' pool, aren't you? That's what I'd be doing. It's just like,
cleaning
yeah,
the
no,
kids'
I'm
pool,
cleaning your pool. You have to wait as you're just
stocking it with fish.
like floating in it.
Well, so we've been trying to get some stuff done in the backyard, but at some of the day, it's been too hot. I mean, we try to. We wake up in the morning, the days are nice, and we get going, thinking we're going to do something, and then by 11 o'clock, well, in a couple of the days, it's been so hot that we wake up in the morning and the house is already like 84 degrees, just because that's how it is.
Yeah, but the fish are so happy. So, all but two of the species of histogrammas that we have currently have fry, which is exciting. We have some doubles, like we have two Borellii spawns,
Yep.
and the second pair of McMasterii
Well,
spawned.
I'm going to share that in a video tomorrow with
Yes.
everybody.
But that's
Yeah.
why they should stay tuned because there's more.
Well, and you've been showing some of this on Instagram.
I've been showing everything on Instagram.
Everything on
I'm having
Instagram.
so much fun with
Yeah.
Instagram. The other day I was sitting on the floor and I looked up and was like, oh wow, those plants look nice. And I just started taking pictures. And that's when I knew I had a problem.
Want to say hello to everybody up in the chat here. There's so many awesome people in here. Dan Slee, my dad is up in here. Papa Harden, what's up, Dad? Good to see you in here. Mike Howe from the Fish Tank Barn. Carrie from Science Gal Aquatics. Tiffany White. Patrick over there from Dragon Lair. Susan, hashtag Fish Fair Mom. How are you? Good to see you here. Vinoski Tanks. Pat's Fish Tanks. I'm blind. I don't have this text big enough, and I'm trying to look past this microphone here. Robert Forrest, how are you? Good to see you here. Hope you're doing good, Dad. I'm going to try to give you a call. My phone is back online again. My phone was offline. I didn't tell anybody. I wasn't trying to make a big deal about it. But it's been rough. Things have been rough financially, but I finally got my phone back online. So if anybody's trying to get a hold of me, they can call me now. Let's see. Guppy Guru, how are you? Good to see you here. Bob Kaler, what is up? William Jansen, hope you're doing well. Mark Von Wisco, what is up? And JN Aquariums. So this next week, starting tomorrow, I plan on getting up early, and we just wasted so much time this last week that it doesn't matter. No matter what the weather's like, I'm going for it. I just got to get some stuff done, no matter what, right?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I like to get up early and start doing stuff pretty early. So I've been getting a good amount done, but by like 1 o'clock, it's just, I mean, you're so tired from just sweating through the simplest of things.
Yeah, I've had, yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that I have board shorts, like bathing suit. I've been pretty much been in my bathing suit most days. And I figure most of the time in the fish room, I'm just going to be in my board shorts. That's just the perfect thing, you know. And then sandals if I need to go outside, but pretty much barefoot in the fish room and a pair of board shorts, maybe a t-shirt. That's how most days go when the heat gets going during the day.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see. So the project's going on. We got all kinds of projects going on. Phone Bob Kaler,
Oh,
thank you for the
Bob.
1999 super chat. Thank you so much. I was so goofy there when you first came in. I was like, coming from Rose. I'm like, oh, he got to visit. They live close. I'm like, drive safe.
The
My
heat's
poor
getting
little.
to us.
The
It's
heat's getting to me. My poor little brain. I'm not thinking straight. Bob Kaler, thank you so much for the super chat, dude. I really appreciate that. Ginger Graves, how are you? No, it's just been this last week we didn't get anything done, and we got to get stuff done this week. We got 4 more tubs that need to go in across the back of the fence there, and there's some big fish in the backyard now, and you'll see in the video tomorrow and the update tomorrow. You're gonna see the big fish. The lab is almost done, kind of. I'm getting there. I have to finish a couple things. The fan for my laminar flow hood comes in tomorrow. That's just a big piece of lab equipment for just for tissue culture cloning and for stuff. But
let's be fair. The thing about the big fish is they're baby big fish, so they're
oh
big,
yeah, oh yeah.
but they're gonna get real big. To
Oh, right.
answer Mike Howe from the Fish Tank Barn, he wanted to know how hard is your water. I got some Epistogramma Huntsline, looking to breed them.
It's nice.
We have 7.8 out of the tap, but I keep the Epistogrammas at about 6.8, 6.9.
Oh, it is
Mapani wood.
7.8. I thought it was lower than 7.8. The tap water 7.8.
No, it's 7.2. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was lower.
I was
Okay.
thinking 6.8 because that's what the Epistos are, and I added the 7. The heat's getting to my brain. The heat's getting to
Well,
both
and the
of us.
TDS is like what 80, 90
Yeah,
ppm, so
under 100.
that's not so bad either. Yeah.
I've never tested it and had it be out of the tap over 100.
I think I'm gonna get lucky with shrimp with this water. I think if I can deal with the chlorine and the chloramine, there's definitely you can smell it. It's pretty strong. There's a lot of chlorine and chloramine in the water, so just handle it with the safe and do it right. I don't know. I might still want RODI water. We'll see how how Caridina shrimp take this tap water, because that can be scary with something certain things, and they're really valuable. Someone was talking about that just the other day in a stream. I don't remember whose stream that was, but it can be really risky with the valuable fish using tap water. But if you do it right, you take your time, you can do it right. I mean, you can age water and then add it later. Go ahead.
But I don't know how to word it without being too opinionated. I almost feel
Amber's
like
opinionated. She likes to rant.
well, no, it's not a rant, but it's more like I don't want anyone to take offense to it because of what they're doing. But I feel like because everything that gets bred out in this house gets sold to the general public, meaning people who don't necessarily have RODI water, I like to raise things up and breed them in tap water because I want them when they go to their new home to not have like a hard transition. And I also feel like in nature there's enough swings that RODI eliminates that like it's almost too.
I just say that for shrimp. For like Caridina shrimp can be very sensitive.
But fish, you know what I mean? Like just standard fish. I think if you can raise it in tap water and you're just going to be selling it to someone who you don't know what their water is. I mean.
Yeah,
Plus, why fight your water if you don't have to?
Thank you, Dan. I mean, I agree. Dan C agrees with me. I mean, with certain things that are really, really fragile like that, especially an invertebrate like that, the chlorine from the tap water could.
We have 3 types of Caridinas that are on.
Like I wouldn't take. Yeah. But the yellow King Kongs are really, really hardy.
But
I don't
then
even
I have
think.
my 2.
I almost don't even think they're Caridina because of how hardy they react. How hardy they are and how they react to water, but.
I also have my
anyways.
2 species of Caridinas.
Okay, we're not gonna argue
I have
about
the
water.
tangerines.
We can argue about. Me and her can argue about water.
Our first real fight was over buffered substrates. Do you remember that?
No, I think it was over pH versus TDS, and you worry.
No, we fight about that every time it gets
She
brought up.
focuses on pH, and I'm more
Because
focused on
it's
TDS.
what matters.
What the TDS is, though. I want to know what the TDS is. Not. I want to know what all the parts per million are individually. The whole. That makes that pH.
In nature, for most fish to spawn, it's not the TDS in the water that they're worried about. It's the pH.
I know. I'm gonna get
We're gonna get into a fight on the
KG
live
Cichlids,
stream.
how are
Just
you?
Keep going.
Good to see you here, KG Cichlids. I think I said hi to Ginger Grace, but it's good to see you here as well. And Jason from Redfish Bluefish. Amber's getting jealous. I got to be careful.
No,
I've been chatting a lot with Jason.
It's just fun to pick on him because his phone goes off, and he's so excited to have someone who actually understands what he's saying to talk to about it, unlike myself, who's...
Yeah, but I've also...
He kind of like grabs his phone up and he'll start looking, and then he's looking up chemicals, and I'm like...
Well, at this point now, I'm just waiting for some fundamental pieces and parts that I really can't do anything without that. So I'm sitting here brainstorming, and I'm almost trying to like reinvent something I've never even done yet. That I just need to like take some time. Well, just wait, finish this flow hood, and just cross my fingers that it actually purifies the air properly, and I get a proper laminar flow that I'm looking for. But that's we're not going to talk about that here. I'm going to lose people talking about that.
I'm going to interrupt you. In all seriousness, in addition to you thanking Jason, I just want to say thank you for giving him the information that you have, because his level of frustration with not being able to find...
Oh, she knows, because I was in the house, like, I'm talking to her about stuff. I'm like, just like realizing what protocols are.
You were
and
kind
all
of
these
falling
things.
into like a weird nerd depression. There was one day I came in and he's just sitting on the edge of the bed with his head in his hands, and I'm like, "What's wrong?" And he's like, "I can't find any real protocols." And I'm just like, "What the babe?"
Well, I was finding papers. When I was actually finding the right papers, I just didn't realize I had to learn to learn how to read chemistry a little bit more. I'm learning a lot. This is a crash course in chemistry. I mean, I like microbiology and stuff, and I do like chemistry, and I've cooked in the kitchen a lot. We both have baked a lot,
Yes.
So we're good with recipes. I'm good with the numbers and the measuring and working with hot stuff and all that. I can do all that, but still just understanding plant biology and all the synthetic hormones. It's a whole deep rabbit hole, and a lot of experimenting, and yeah. I'm gonna keep that. That'll be its own little series on my channel, and I'll try not to. I will try to balance things out.
The point is, thank you, Jason.
It's this channel. My channel, basically, it's not going to turn into a tissue culture cloning channel or a plant channel. That's for sure. But plants are a fundamental filter to the aquarium, so they have their place, and that's why I respect them and I enjoy working with them so much.
Yeah, but you want to science nature.
I like to science nature a little bit. That's why I like RODI Water, because I like to know, I like to start with a clean slate and know what I'm working with and work my way up, like with pure water, and then work your way up to make something. And you know exactly what makes that 225 parts per million. You know how many parts per million is iron and how many parts per million is calcium. And then I know it's a little overboard. I don't think it should always be that. I think that there's a time and place for everything. Like, I like a little aquascape tank. And then there's something to be said for like a nature tank, or just completely like Wallstad style tank. I think they all have their place. And I can have fun with all of them too. Like, I could have a Dutch style aquascape and then have a Wallstad tank sitting right next to it, and love them. Just,
I'm laughing
enjoy them
because
for their own.
I'm laughing because I feel very strongly about tanks, and I'm like, I know what kind of tank I'd like, and I know what kind of tank I want to set up. Sometimes Joseph will show me a picture of a really nice tank, and I'm just like, no, it's not my thing. And he's almost like, you're a snob. You're a tank snob. It's fair. I like nature aquariums. I like it to look like where the fish would be found.
Mm-hmm.
And like, plants are cool, but I'm not in it for the plants. I'm never gonna have a tank just for aquatic plants, ever. I totally respect and like appreciate people who do. I think it's really cool. That's just not my thing. I'm not an aquatic gardener. The plants are like extra. Like, they're important.
They're
to
very
the tank.
important.
They're integral to the tank, but I could do a tank without plants. I have many times.
And I'm a plant collector. I like to collect the plants. Either way, it's a yin and a yang. It'll be my plants will filter your tanks, and your fish will feed the plants, and it'll be a nice
I already
yin yang Anyways,
This is a man who's like, I'm gonna take some of your Fizzidins to make cultures.
oh, I already warned her. I'm Ficidins. I've got the Ficidins. I got the Mycandra from Dan Slee.
You get to
I'm
try.
gonna cut that up first and grow it out into multiples.
You get to take it out of the tank because the only tanks it's in are the peacock gudgeons and the red
Team Amber
jewels,
Ginger Graves says.
Aw,
Team Amber.
Ginger.
Petsotics is up in here. Diego from Petsotics. I'm gonna be live with him tomorrow. No, Tuesday the 14th. I'm going to be live. I don't know what time for sure. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I believe it's going to be with Diego over at Petsotics. So check me out over there, you guys. But someone was talking about some nerdy stuff. Another thing, Jason's still up in here. I got my 1,000 milliliter flask in today, which I was very excited about. I got my HEPA filters came in today. And the blower comes in tomorrow. I have Petri dishes coming in. All the goodies. Little pieces. I still need to have my tween 20, but the tween 20, it's like I'm waiting. They're making me wait to the last minute. Like you said, they treat that stuff like gold. Let's see what else is going on up in the chat.
I feel like very soon I'm gonna start waking up in the middle of the night, and you're gonna be down in the basement playing, and I'd be sad about it, but it just means I get the bed
I'll
to
be like,
myself.
I just came up with this idea. I figured if I use a little bit of TDZ and then it'll be fine.
Yeah. I'm gonna have the whole bed to myself.
Yes, you have the whole bed to yourself.
No, I'm not saying I don't.
I'll be live streaming with Jason. Me and Jason have been talking about doing like a collab live stream where we like, I want to take my whole computer to get out of the basement just so that I can be in the lab with this computer and live stream in 1080p 60 frames per second and just live stream with Jason through like, and we could both do like chemistry together live, and we all can learn together. Be chemistry class.
And I do want to say, I also love my plants. I'm not a Dutch aquascape type of person. That's more of like, in my mind, that's almost like a carefully manicured, like English tea rose garden. I appreciate it, but I like more of like a cottage garden, which is like natural, just clumps of plants everywhere that go crazy and fill in.
We've already talked about Little Shop
I have
before in the
100
basement.
planted tanks.
Yes, over 100 planted tank. Yes. Ginger Grace is talking about we've already talked about Little Shop of Horror happening in the basement.
I told you, no Audrey too. I
Audrey
specifically
too.
told him he's not allowed to animate or reanimate anything that walks.
Or eats human flesh or something like that.
No, just walks.
Oh, no, because she could feed me to it if it works out that way.
Somebody's saying I have Oscar and a 75-gallon any stock ideas. I mean, an Oscar in and of itself kind of wants a 75, an adult Oscar. Most people say 55 is the minimum, but...
Yeah, that's what I would agree with you completely. At 75. We have... Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, I have 4 juveniles that are growing out right now to go into a 300-gallon.
But they're in 100 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're also babies.
Yeah.
Now Ginger's singing.
Yeah, it can be a little dry to me, like the chemistry thing, maybe for some people, but at the same time, there's a certain point where it's like, there's a point when I gotta have a little fun with this. I love YouTube. Yep, I love YouTube, and I love the community, and sometimes just hanging out. I need to start doing more of that in the future, just for fun. It's not about like building my channel or anything. I just want to have some fun nights sometimes just to geek out, like with Jason. Maybe we do a little collab, or maybe early morning. It seems like he likes to do his lab work in the morning. But either way, like to do some little like just have fun in the fish room, or have fun packing fish or whatever, and not be too serious, but just hang out, maybe more than an hour kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Scott and Liz over at King and Queen Cichlids, thank you for the $10 super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. And you go live next today. They're doing theirs today at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So definitely, you guys check that out. You guys they've been I can't talk anymore. They've been swapping it up, going back and forth with, was it Blake? And they're passing it up back and forth between that. Yeah. Oh boy. We have Aqua Pros. What is up? How are you, sir? What is up, Mike? You having a good one over there? Oh boy.
Speaking of plants.
What's up? Speaking of plants, yeah.
There's Mike.
Yeah, Mike. I'm going down the tissue culture rabbit hole lately. I have a full lab and build out. It's almost completely done. No, she's tired of hearing about it.
No.
But I've been going deep. I know it's not some. We'll see how I come out on the other side of the rabbit hole. See what happens with all that. Let's see what's up. Aquaman, how are you? Good to see you in here. Another gentleman who's working on tissue culture cloning as well. Let's see. William Jansen, thank you for the T-shirt. Okay. Oh yeah, I've still got my. I got. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I just had a couple people have purchased T-shirts recently. I just want to say thank you to those folks that have purchased T-shirts. I really do appreciate that. I want to say thank you as well to some of my new members that I have here on my YouTube memberships. I appreciate that as well. I put out a video at the beginning of the week, and it was supposed to be a members only video, and it didn't work out that way. I goofed up. Everybody saw it, or a lot of people saw it. Not everybody, but a chunk of people saw it, and I have to make up for that. Amber and I have been talking about how we're going to make up for that, but don't worry, we will. I just want to give you guys a little bit of a heads up before, so you guys don't miss it, so you don't just be like, oh, I wish I would have known like yesterday. So I'm going to try to give you guys a heads up on that. Let's see, what else is going on?
Ginger says she has 2 Oscars and a 120 gallon. That sounds kind of perfect.
That sounds just right.
The thing about Oscars too, people don't realize it's not just the amount of water. With big fish in general, it's not necessarily how much water the container can hold. That's only really bioload. What matters is the depth and width of your tank, really, for something like an Oscar. Because, I mean, a full-grown Oscar trying to turn around in like a 75-gallon, that is a tight space for it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it gets tight real quick, too. They grow up really fast.
They grow up so fast. It makes you want to cry because one minute you're hand-feeding them, and they're all like, oh, hello, Mom. And then 2 months later, they're like taking flesh off your knuckles.
Aquapros is saying he has been, he liked the thing with the flow hood and has been, working with yeast and stuff for brewing. And I would recommend this to anyone, don't try to build one like I've done. And I built one before as well, but I would recommend don't try to just spend $400 or $500 if you really need a clean space completely, and just buy a flow hood off of Amazon for $400 or $500. After all the construction, I probably spent $200-$300 on parts and materials so far, almost $300 to build it. And honestly, if you were going to build it, you're probably going to spend $300-$400 plus just on the filter alone for a good proper filter, because it's all about the filter. It's a fan of the filter, the HEPA filter. You skip on the HEPA filter, that's where you're going to go wrong. So I would just buy one if you're just getting back into something like that. But tissue culture cloning, I think that it's going to grow. I think that as a hobby, like fish keeping alongside fish keeping, I do see it kind of growing as its own just special little hobby. I mean, it is obviously already, and orchids and stuff like that have been around for a long time as it involved tissue culture, in vitro cloning and stuff like that. But I don't know. I think it's gonna become a little bit more mainstream and be made a little bit easier for people to do. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Jason probably has his own opinions on that as well.
Somebody asked if I ever did a continuation on my betta breeding series, or if I'm going to. There.
Go ahead. Your beta breeding series. No, don't worry about me. Do not be distracted by me and my fingers pointing at things. Go ahead. No, so your series on beta breeding, you should definitely do that series again, Amber. No, I'm just. But go ahead. I'm listening. Sorry.
Yes.
There again. That's what I get for reading the chat again. Okay.
No good can come of it.
People, I've gotten in so much trouble for not reading the chat for so long.
But
I try so hard to try to, and I see my father chatting and everybody chatting. Anyways, so what's up with the? Go ahead.
Yes, I would like to start filming again. I would actually like to do, at some point this week, I want to do a live stream to, number one, I've gotten so many questions on bettas, betta breeding, that kind of thing. I'd like to just kind of do it in a stream. And also I have a lot of people who are kind of like, oh, you're still alive. Cool. And I'm getting a face from this one because I've been saying I'm going to do that for a long time.
Yeah, I think you said that last Sunday.
Yeah. And what happened to this week, Joseph? Was it not 100 degrees?
It was really hot.
Very few things were accomplished.
It was very hot this week, but I can't make that be my excuse next week. I cannot make that'd be my excuse next week. I have to go hard next week, and I have to get a lot done in the basement too. I got to put some electric where we have the live food room. I need to get power to that room. There's no power in that room, and that room's gonna house everything like all the microworms, grindle worms, banana worms. We've got the flightless fruit flies. We you're being mean. We also have what else do we have for foods in there? Live baby brine shrimp. We're also gonna play around with some Daphnia maybe. And what else would we thinking? Maybe scuds.
Well, scuds I've been told to use in conjunction with Daphnia because they keep your cultures from crashing.
Oh, right, together in the same tank
Yes.
to kind of keep keep a balance. So we might try that as well in the space, but there's just no power in there. It's a space under the stairs. I painted it all white, cleaned it all up. It's got shelves. It's really ready to get going. I just need power in there. So I gotta take my chances and try not to get electrocuted. I've done, I can install an outlet. I've done it before. I'm okay. But I just like to be a little dramatic about, it's always fun playing with electricity. It's 120 volts. It's not like Europe. It's just a little, it wakes you up. It's a little, oh, hey, I'm awake. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. I know guys will lick their finger and go, oh yeah, that's hot. They just do it just to see if it's hot.
So this is why you yell when you're on speakerphone, because your eardrums got fried.
No, that's for music. That's from the music world. And what else we got up in here? Can you read the chat for me? Because I can't read.
Dan Caribsey, I'm sure they have recovered from my sand buying spree. I actually need more sand. I need more gravel too. It's building a fish room is never ending. Oh, I forgot to get that. Oh, I need to purchase this. But it'll get there.
We're getting there. I'm ready to show you guys the grow out room, but that's like a whole nother section. We pretty much, everything's happened, like there's been a lot that's been put into this, well, financially. And at this point it's kind of like, can't really go forward on the grow out room yet. We have other stuff we're gonna keep working on what we have now, and then, we'll slowly start to work into that space and build it out.
Mm-hmm. That's the plan.
That's for sure. Haley from Oddball Aquatics. How are you, Haley? What are you doing? I have to give you stuff, Haley. You got to read the chat. I can't see. I need glasses, I think, or I need to bring the screen.
No. There's no but to that. You need glasses. We finally admitted it. Everybody, remember this. He just admitted out loud on a live stream that he needs glasses.
Mike, how are you? I hope you're doing good over there. I look forward to us all being able to hang out at an event again and soon. Like, just chill out and maybe go out to dinner together and all just hang out.
Mike is one of my favorite fish nerd people because it doesn't matter what fish I'm talking about, freshwater or saltwater. Mike knows. Mike knows the Latin name. Mike knows a better description of it than seriously fish or any long. Mike is just...
What did I see? He's moving on to rainbow fish now?
He has a knowledge base when it comes to aquatics that is very impressive.
I think he's moving on to rainbow fish. That's his new thing right now, right? I don't know. I thought I saw a video he just posted. I thought he just posted a video about rainbow fish and how he's going down the rainbow fish rabbit hole. I swear that's what maybe I'm wrong about that one. Yes, Ginger Graves, yes.
Yes.
I miss Ginger too. We gotta all. I would love a fish keeping event. Would so be nice. I know it's not realistic right now, but that's. I miss that. Obviously, that's how I met Amber. So there's something fun about that kind of. It's a fun experience. The whole, everybody getting together and just geeking out about fish stuff and just getting to hang out and getting to see all the new stuff and.
When I offered to give you a ride to the airport, I did not think.
She didn't think. I don't know what she thought. I was thinking. Together. I was already thinking. She acts like, I don't know what happened. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. I was just giving you a ride to the airport. I was like, I know why I got your number. Anyways. Oh boy, where were we at? What was that? That was Buffalo Wild Wings. Is that where we were? In the party room.
It was Outback.
And then Outback Steakhouse, and Chris Lukhaup was across the table.
Joel.
And
Corvus.
Joel.
Dwayne Kitchell.
Yeah.
No, let me. Hang on.
Daryl Deemer, he's not in here today. Daryl Deemer was there that one.
Oh, that's right. Dwayne wasn't there. It was Daryl. It was you, Daryl, Chris Lukop, Joel, and someone else.
I don't know. It was a whole table. We had 2 tables full of people, but I sat next to her, and yeah, she started talking about betta fish, wild betta fish, and it just.
I still feel like you set me up because Kasha, Taylor, and I
knew I wanted to sit next to you.
We were all hanging out together, and Kasha sat next to me, and then he sat down, and I said something to him, and I turned around, and Kasha was gone, and she was just like, bye. I'm like, what are you doing?
I was like, yeah, see you later, guys. See ya.
I still feel like you planned that.
Oh,
I wondered because I'm like, why did you leave, Kasha?
I didn't have to plan very much. Sean, how are you? Good to see you up in here. Mikey M, what is up? Oh boy, we're rebuilding a brand. How are you? And did you say hi to Priscilla? You said hi to Priscilla. Did I say hi to Priscilla? Hi, Priscilla.
I don't think I said hi to anyone.
No, but hi, Priscilla. It's good to see you up in here. Another person that it'd be nice to see again. I'll have to do a dinner again. That's one of my favorite pictures is the 3 of us. When we were waiting for a table. I think we were like Golden Corral.
No, we were waiting for takeout food. It wasn't Golden Corral. We were waiting for takeout at a Hardee's.
That was the worst dinner, was Golden Corral. But,
yeah.
Okay, so we were waiting for food, and there was a shot taken of us. And whoever took the picture, I don't know, but somebody made a joke, and
Priscilla's
all 3 of
husband.
us... Yes, and all 3 of us started laughing at the same time, and it's just like laughs frozen on our face. It was a really good shot. It's on my Facebook page. Somewheres on the book of faces. Everybody's talking about tissue culture cloning in the chat. Yeah, Aquaman, you should definitely get up with Jason a little bit. Watch his, he's got a whole series on tissue culture cloning, and there's definitely a lot to learn there. But I would have to say, I think that probably if I were to turn around right now still after everything, and even my other past experiences working with culture transfers and stuff, and working with in vitro cultures and working in a clean lab space, I would tell somebody, I don't know. I would say spend your money on a good laminar flow hood. Save the money and buy a $400 or $500 laminar flow hood. With a proper commercial grade filter on it, and that's my first recommendation. Everything else can come after that, but you need and then maybe a good pressure cooker to properly autoclave. Go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt, but an old roommate just texted me a picture of a 1.5-inch baby tortoise that apparently the owners are not feeding and don't know how to take care of. So they would like to drop that off today, and I'm just now bringing this up to Joseph. So
do we have a turtle? You see, tortoise.
I have a tortoise house, a Zoomed, which will be good up until 2 years.
My dad has 2 African desert tortoises, I think.
It looks like a...
Dad, do you still have the 2 African desert tortoises? He's in the chat somewhere.
The point is,
maybe.
It looks like we're taking a rescue tortoise.
So we have a tortoise now that could have been, well, it'll be... Anyways, now we have a tortoise.
Yay, a tortoise.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
yes.
It's a little guy.
Yes. Yes. Anyways.
Hey.
No, I knew this was going to be I knew that there was always... Nope, yeah, it's work. It'll focus in if you go to the center.
Tortoise.
Yeah. Well, there you go. He's going to need a name. Susie Q Aquatics, how are you? Good to see you up in the chat today. Good to see you. We got her stream last week. We've been lazy.
Susie's
I don't know. We
great.
haven't been lazy, but with the heat, pretty much we've been catching ourselves honestly, not very dressed in front of fans, in the coolest places in the house, in the dark, with our cell phones, just both it's hot, and you're like, oh, it's hot, and I'm like, oh, it's hot. Don't touch me. That's pretty much been the last week. Don't touch
Susie,
me.
One of my favorite things about Susie is her laugh. Susie has a fantastically infectious laugh.
Yes. I'm loving the backyard too. It's looking good.
Yes, the grass. The grass is coming in.
Did she get a new camera? Did you get a new camera? I asked her in that stream, but I could swear, for some reason, I swear you got a new camera. It looks like last stream I saw last week, it was crisp. It looked so clean. I don't know if you got a new camera or not. The video looked clean.
Amazing.
No, not the. The backyard looked good, but I'm saying her video looked really clean. I don't know if she got a new camera or not. Oh. Anyways, let's see. Any questions about anything in the chat? Let's see. The NADCC. Now, okay, Aquaman. You could definitely find the NADCC. You can find it online, like we talked about like we talked about before. But what I'm finding is probably the best, cheapest place to find it is to find it online as a pool cleaning chemical, Spa 56 on Amazon. And if you type in Spa 56, you'll find a lot of other brands, and they all have the same thing. It's the sodium dichlorodesanurate. I don't know. I tried, Jason. I tried. I don't know. Sodium chlor
You
sodium
start,
di sodium dichlorodesanurate. I'm almost close. I'm close. So it's like learning a new language.
He
Anyways.
starts going off on this nerd talk, and I can feel my eyes glaze over it. It's
Well,
so
but see,
rude,
what's I'm excited about the NADCC because I think it could be really, really useful at a watered down, like at a certain amount.
Oh, is
It could
that
be
the
used
stuff you
as
were-
a dip for plants,
Gotcha.
not for fish. It's a bunch of like free chlorines in this stuff. It would kill your fish in a heartbeat, but I think that it would be really cool. Like, say if you're someone that's bringing in a big chunk of a big order of plants, like she does sometimes. I would say to take a little bit, a diluted amount of the NADCC, and dip the plants in that, and then give them a rinse or two, in clean water, and then add them to try to get snails and all kinds of bacteria and stuff like that.
Thank you, Priscilla.
Priscilla MK Art. Priscilla, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Buy some ice cream, guys. Oh, did you see the Instagram that she just put out today?
You look so
Well, it's in
happy
my
about
belly.
it.
I ate it. The last Instagram that she put out, I ate. It's right here, right now.
I made
Yes.
apple crisp.
She made
And I
apple
brought it
crisp
up
with
because we were laying in
ice
front of
cream.
the fans in the bedroom because it's the coolest spot. And I set it down and was like, "Do you want some apple crisp?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Okay, back up because I need to take a picture." Your father says the sulcatas have been known for about 10 years.
Oh, sorry. The sulcatas, yeah. Yeah, it used to be the two of them. She's like patting me like, poor guy.
It's okay.
Poor guy. It'll be okay. We'll get you your meds.
Because now we have a tortoise.
Yes, what kind of tortoise is it?
Not
Just a
sure.
desert?
Not
Something
sure. I
like a
need to
desert
see the
tortoise.
face.
Oh,
But
okay.
no, it looks like an arid.
Thirsty Rabbit, how are you? Hope you're doing well.
It looks arid, not grassland, I will say.
The stuff in the tablets is probably the right stuff. I have stuff that I got that's in the tablets, which is the effervescent stuff. That's the NADCC. Sorry, I'm talking to Aquaman over there with the NADCC stuff. Anyways, I don't want to get too far off on it. I want to stay. Anyways, but for fish stuff, what else do we have for fish news? Anyways, besides all the cichlid fry stuff that we're not gonna. We're not trying to give away. I got a video coming out tomorrow, and it's a little update of everything going on in the fish room. I was trying to do content every week, some kind, either a live stream or something every day. And this last like Monday through Friday was so brutal. It was. I felt bad too, and I was like like in a way depressed because like I have this pressure that I create for myself of like, oh, I want to get something out, and then I'm like, I can't even think straight. We had like headaches from just like heat stroke, like headaches, like just heat. It was not. It's not good. I'm getting used to the heat. I've had air conditioning for 6 years.
I will say, I don't think a lot of people...
We live in a fish house.
But it's not just the fish house. I think a lot of people don't realize Vermont has some of the highest extremes of any U.S. state. Like,
Right.
the winter, it gets... Our lowest last winter was a night where it went negative 58. I'm not kidding you. That's not with the wind chill. It was actually negative 58. And then the high this year is going to be over 100.
Well, and then there was those 2 days in a row that were like 94, 95 degrees.
There was one day it was 97.
And then the next day, woke up and it's like cold and raining, and the whole day it just like cold and rainy. That was yesterday, right? Yeah, yeah. That was
I don't
yesterday.
know. The weeks
And
blur.
it was like, oh wow, like I can think straight. I could actually do something today. But part of it is that in the house we're not heating or cooling the house really at this point. Well, we'll be heating it in the wintertime, but at this point, if anything, we just leave all the windows open and let it cool off. And it's about 86 degrees in this house right now. Middle of the day right now.
87.
86 or 87 degrees in the house. I mean, the tanks are about what, between 80 and 82, depending on where they're at.
No, the temperature of the tanks is like below 80. They've
Oh,
yet
okay.
to even hit 80. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
79
Oh, cool.
because they're 29.
I thought there were some of them you were getting like 82 off of them in the height, like in the QT.
No, in my room.
Oh, okay, in
In
your
the
room, but you have
office.
betas in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be hot in there.
Yeah.
But that is one of the other things. Back to which you so rudely were all scoffing about before. I want to start filming again. I want to have.
Oh, right.
Stop.
I love you. She's like, I don't believe it.
No, I'm not even gonna try and talk.
No.
You're just gonna be rude and.
No, you got it.
unpleasant.
No, you got it. You got it.
No, you go. Read
But I
the
want
chat.
you to start. You're gonna start doing more on betas, though, right? I think you have a lot of content besides betas that you could share. You've got so
Yes,
much stuff.
but I'm setting up the breeding rack in my room this week and putting some of my pairs in the tubs. And I also have a large import order coming in the middle of the month. Like end of the middle of the month, the 20th I think is when I'm getting it in. And I'm going to, from that order, take some pairs. I have some friends who already want to buy some, and I might turn around and offer some to viewers just because not everyone has the ability to import bettas, check them for parasites, treat them for parasites, quarantine them, and then bring them into their fish room. Plus, you have to pay, just to do an import, I have to pay for the fish itself. Then there's a small fee to send the fish to the exporter of that country, so it's a transshipping fee.
Yeah.
I have to pay 2 of those, and then I have to pay a fee from it to get shipped from that exporter to my importer, and then there's another turnover fee. So I'm actually looking into getting my import license.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say. Well, we've already been. I've had a few people a couple years back tell me to get one, and I was like, what? They're like, no, it's not as bad as you think, and you're doing what you're doing. You probably should do that. And I'm like, really? Okay. And I haven't because I've been moving around. But yeah, there's that, and then there's also I think another big thing is getting an account with like United or something, getting a freight account so that you can move large boxes of fish through an account, right? That's something else that you would have to be like a transshipper, which you have to have some kind of a freight account with like a large cargo plane.
Depends on the
company,
size of the orders
United
you're
or something.
putting through.
Yeah, like how big the boxes of fish are going. Yeah, I don't know. That's a whole nother world, that's for sure. But who knows? It could come sooner than you know it. I'd love to. That'd be cool for you to get your license to import.
Because the thing is, like, I can only breed so many different types of bettas, and a lot of people are very into imports, but I don't think they realize that with imports come a number of potential diseases that you can't really test for. But with our microscope, with his microscope, and him.
Well, and we're kind of creating a nice stockpile of medication, a nice stockpile of stuff. We've been doing a lot of research lately on medications. We definitely don't like to juice fish and just kill them,
And
like
meds are
to
not
stress
cheap.
them with it. But no, you don't want to waste
Absolutely
the meds either,
not cheap.
and you don't want to have some do it the wrong way and have them build up a tolerance either. I feel like though at the same time it's like use the right meds and the right doses so you don't stress the fish, but still try to kick it in the butt as quickly as possible. Kind of move them through so that they're not like stressed by lingering with something for a long. So there's a whole.
It's kind of fun, actually. I don't think I've ever told anyone about this. When you buy enough domestic bettas from an individual farm, they'll actually do what they call their flash sales, which you saw me that one night when my favorite breeder was
When we were in a
having
hotel room.
No, it was
Oh.
in our room, and I was like shaking. I'm like, I need to win this one. Because what they do is they will send you in an email a bunch of pictures of fish. And you have to be the first one to respond to that picture and say that you want it in order to purchase it. And there's a flat price on every fish. And they'll send like hundreds of pictures or a link to like a cloud account with hundreds of pictures. And you only have like, you don't know how many other people are looking at those pictures, and you want to find pairs, so you're scrolling through. They do it to kind of freak you out, so you're like, that one's nice, that one's nice, that one's nice. And the next thing you know,
they know what they're doing, yeah.
What you pay per individual betta has added up, and you're
just
going,
spend a bunch of money.
oh, that's my rent. Well, so I think, but it's so fun and exciting because you have the opportunity to buy some like show quality fish.
Oh yeah. Well, and you find some good breeders in there too. And you got a new breeder as well that we have outside that you're going to show to a beta fish breeder. And then let me say real quick, I want to say hi to Big Tank Hank. How are you? Good to see you up in here, man.
Oh.
I also want to say hello to Chubbs Aquatics and 09 Porcupine. What's up, Joey? Good to see you in here as well. Not Nola Jane. Hello.
Susie,
Happy Sunday to you. Go ahead, sorry.
Susie and Patrick want to see a picture of the tortoise again. It looks to me like it might be a Russian, which would be cool because as you or anyone versed in reptiles should would know, Russians stay fairly reasonably sized. It's not like a sulcata or, any of the larger
Yeah, the sulcata can get really big and lives a lot longer
I'm
too.
right in the mic. I'm so
You're
sorry.
fine, but they also there's a big difference in how many years they live, right? A tortoise like this isn't like a sulcata is more like 2, 3, 400 years, something like that. What are they?
I think it's like 150.
Oh, 150. Okay.
Something like that. But that is the tortoise. Like I said, I'm guessing a Russian. I would need to see the underside of the carapace, but it's an old roommate of mine texted me a picture and said, the owners aren't feeding it, they don't know how to care for it, and they don't want it anymore. They will drop it off. Can you take him?
Awesome.
She knows. Look at it's better than the cat I wanted.
So now we have a tortoise. Yes, it's better than the cat. I can deal with the tortoise. Rob93, how are you? Good to see you. I've been here as well. Happy Sunday to you. Everybody, please keep in mind that after this, at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to have Scott and Liz over at King and Queen Cichlids. They're going live, doing their thing. It's been a couple weeks. It feels like it felt like Blake did it like 2 weeks in a row. I feel like it's been like 2 weeks or more since I've seen.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of how it goes, I guess. It's 2 weeks, yeah.
Patrick
so, anyways.
and Susie agree with me. It looks like a Russian. Thank you,
Russian?
guys.
Yeah. Well, would you want to keep that inside the house? I mean, in the summertime though, would you like to keep it create something outside for it? We'd have to dig down to create like a.
I mean, to be fair, I've been wanting to build an enclosure that I can use for all of my bigger reptiles, like my bearded dragon, my blue-tongued skink.
Is like an a corral kind of outdoor.
No,
area.
like an enclosed pen and cage that's secured to the ground in a way that they can't dig under, even adding like cement blocks.
But you could let each animal kind of have a little time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like that. I'll help you build that. That's
kind
for
of like
sure.
a catio only for reptiles. You know, people do those cat patios.
Well, Rachel Leary has a cat patio for her cats. Yeah, same kind of thing, but it would be a little bit bigger for these guys, and it'd be cool to incorporate some plants that would work with them, maybe to kind of make it look a little cool.
Spyro will eat any plant you put in his enclosure.
Yeah, okay.
No, he'll eat plastic ones too. That's
I
why he
bet
has
he will.
zero. No, I'm not joking. When he was a baby, I started seeing little pieces of green in his poo, like not natural green, and I was like, "What's going on?" And I went looking in his enclosure, and they have these little sharp little saw blade teeth, and he had been ripping pieces of his plastic plant off and eating it.
That's not good.
He wasn't even hungry. He had salad in the tank. He just
it was green. It was green. Blake's Aquatics, how are you? Good to see you here as well. Let's see, what else do we have going on? What else is going on around the house to share? I mean, that we don't want to, we're going to get an update tomorrow, but we're going to have updates all week long.
Are getting upgraded to 55.
And we're showing those up tomorrow too.
The 90 gallon is getting set up because we are taking.
She's like, yeah.
Well, we're getting Lucas's discus because he's getting rid of the discus.
Well, the 250.
No,
well, they were in there though.
240.
The 240. Yeah.
But he was already gonna give them to me.
Yeah, we were already gonna do that anyways.
I'm getting discus.
I slept wrong and I got a cricket. I've been trying not to complain about it the whole time, but I messed up my back. I just told her she's running this show today, but I know I've gotta. Anyways, I'm broken this week. We'll get it together though. Tomorrow, this week we got this.
How come you keep saying we? I've accomplished a lot this week. I made
But
myself a swimming pool, and that is how I got through life. I utilized one of the empty stock tubs as a little cold water run out and jump in it and then keep working because the water out of the hose is
I looked out
50
my
degrees.
window and I see her in a 100-gallon stock tub.
Like a hippo, just look at my face.
With her face sticking out of a 100-gallon stock tub in the middle of the day. That was it yesterday or the day before?
It was both.
Yes.
It's been every day since I set it up.
I'm not going to say I don't have any pictures. Dan Slee, how are you? What did he say in the discus soon?
Patrick, I did see
I look forward to
you
getting
got
those
a
here.
little Indonesian, I think it was. He, pretty sure it was an adoption. Dragon Lair.
Mm-hmm.
Got a new little blue-tongued skink.
Oh, you did?
Yes, he did. Let me show you real quick while you look at the chat.
Well, I look at the chat. Well, I'm just trying to think about if there's anything else just to share with everybody. Things that are coming up. We've been using the fruitless flight flies, right? Yeah, the the flightless fruit flies. We feed those to fish, into the lizards and whatnot. Oh, nice! Oh, beautiful.
Looks a little like Yoshi, only Yoshi's huge.
Yeah, Yoshi's
She's a big girl. She's so good, though. You can't tell me she's not so good. She is so good. Compared to all my other reptiles, she has...
Carrie says it sounds fun and practical.
It is.
It worked. I was
and
about
sure
to jump in.
You know, none of the neighbors are gonna mess with me at this point because they're all like, she's insane.
Did I miss him? Alien Worlds Aquatics. How are you, man? Good to see you up in here. I still have the little gifts from you. I have a nice little collection of like fish keeping tchotchkes, as you would call them. And I just can't wait to get a little shelving unit somewhere back here in the office in the studio to put all my little tchotchkes and collectibles. And I saved your stuff. And the mad move, it was definitely stuff that was part of a sort of special stuff. So I look forward to getting that on the shelf back here when I get a shelf. We'll see how that goes. But let's see, you guys. Once again, remember Scott and Liz are going next here. Don't forget about that. And I'm going to try to do some more content this week. Just try to cram it out, but at the same time, there's just stuff going on around the house. Trying to get, it's like a balance. It's like I focus on you two, or we just get this stuff built.
And yet
I'm
he
trying
gives
to mix
me so much, you know what, about not filming when there's
fish to do water changes on and feed. But anyways.
I was doing water changes on the first floor until 2:30 one night. I also Instagrammed that.
William Justin, thank you for throwing out all the links. I really do appreciate all of that. Let's see here. Yeah, check out my Instagram, but I do have to say, you check out her Instagram. She's been killing on Instagram. She hasn't been on for very long, really going at it like hard, but she just broke 500 subscribers. I broke 1,000 a while back, but she just broke 500 subscribers the other day, so congratulations to her. I wish I had the little hashtag FishFam News music, so yay in the background. But anyways, so that's pretty cool. But she's doing she's got a combination of fish, plants, and food. So it's a little hardcore. All the good stuff though. Susan, how are you?
We love you too. Susan's great. Susan is somebody who I want to meet in real life just to give her a big hug.
Oh yeah.
I love Susan.
Well, I think it's something that could be very, very possible if we do a Tennessee meetup because she's in that area.
Because I'm pretty sure we're still talking.
Well, and then my family lives in Memphis, so if there's ever a road trip thing that Amber and I do to Memphis, there might be some way to do a little bit of a meetup or something like that.
We will be doing a road trip soon to Indiana.
Oh right, yeah. She just threw this on me today. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm just gonna surf. I'm just going with the flow, surf the wave.
Because you were talking to Lucas, and I
guess we gotta go to Lucas's house.
Yeah, to pick up discus.
We have to go pick some stuff up. That'll be a fun trip, though. We're probably gonna come home with more than discus. Yeah, probably.
Because the reef is there, and we need to go to the reef.
Well, and by then I'm probably gonna want some plants too. You're tickling the back of my leg.
Sorry,
Thank you.
To kick you.
I love you. All right, where are we at? Everybody's got to make their way. We got 5 minutes. 5 minutes. What else do we got? What else is going on? Anybody have any questions real quick? What else we got going on? Instagram. I'm going to plant this tank back here. We're going to do the other 4 tubs in the backyard. We've got a lot of tanks to paint. That's for sure.
A lot of furniture to paint too.
Oh, but that's not fish related. But anyways. We have all kinds of other side projects besides fish keeping stuff. But we get the other 4 totes set up and get the rest of the garden going and the weeds gone. And I look forward to actually making...
Thirsty rabbit, hello,
Oh,
sir.
that's old. That's old.
Still in there. You didn't say hi to him.
Oh, no, I did say hi to him. Yep. Anyways.
I had to say hi to one person in the stream. I've been negligent to everyone else, and I'm sorry.
Science Gal Quest to text her later. Yeah, road trip. Doing a road... Well, we got to go see Lucas. That's coming up soon. Yeah, in Indiana. We have to figure this out. Well, I'm going to have to let her figure this. Well, we'll talk. My people, your people, we'll talk. Oh, boy, I'm losing it. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I hope it's not too hot wherever you are. I hope you got a little bit of rain or clouds or something like that. But definitely enjoy the rest of your Sunday.
The OCA canceled? No.
Oh, yeah, I don't expect that to happen, but I kind of figured that was happening.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bummer with all the events. I look forward to some of this stuff eventually, one day again. Until then, we do have all this. it kind of all this stuff that we've already had on YouTube. It makes it even stronger now. It makes it we realize that like it's awesome that we've had this relationship, this communication, this community. I mean, and this relationship between all of us already before this whole thing going on around the world. So it's just nice that we can all get together and just geek out and nerd out online because we're gonna have to embrace this. This is kind of all we have right now, and before we can't do any big events.
And I mean, hey, if I don't start doing regular videos, maybe the next time I'm doing water changes and he's sleeping, I'll just go live and have some company.
Well,
and that could be my channel.
yeah.
Keep me
I
company
think we
while I
both-
fish chore.
I think we both might start getting crazy and doing some live streaming, late night live streaming. I would like to do that again, but I don't know, with some kind of a subject matter or not. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe from the lab doing chemistry in the middle of the night. I don't know. Next year maybe. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I hope so. I would like the idea of doing Halloween, but I don't know how that's gonna go either. So.
I don't know. If they still do the event, we'll
Yeah.
know, but
Yeah.
it's dependent on... I've waited almost this whole stream. I have to put my hair up. It's too
Nope,
hot.
it's totally cool. I want to say thank you to all of you out there. There's so many awesome people. There's so many just incredible friends that both of us have here in real life, not in the real world, but in the real world, in the flesh and blood that are here in the chat right now. And just want to say thank you guys for all of your support and your friendship and all of your love and your motivation. And just this is an awesome community. And as I'm looking through the chat, looking at all the names, it's like it is really cool. And we have to realize how blessed we are that we have this. While we're all stuck in our homes and we're not getting together in big groups and gathering, we still have this. There's 73 people hanging out. We're all 73 people all hanging out together. It's really cool that we can still do this. So I don't know. We just have to look at it positively and enjoy this time while we have it together. But once again, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I hope you have, spend some time with your family, spend some time with your fish, and I don't know, just take it easy. Don't stress too much.
And also, keep an eye. I'm just gonna add this in there because I can.
Because you can.
Keep an eye on his community tag this week, because if we have a few more hatches of spawns downstairs, I might convince him to do a live stream so I can show off some
Oh, I
of my
might do
new
some
babies.
random live streams where things pop up around the house. And I might do something. I was trying to do like a live stream where it's unlisted for my Patreons as well. I just don't want anybody. I want people to get the proper notifications, like my members especially, because they're supporting me for that. So either way, I want to have some stuff that's just for members and not unlisted. But I might do something that's unlisted for members, and and if people get the link, you get the link. And if you show up, and you get to see it. So we'll see how that goes. Anyways, I'm going to have to go ahead and get out of here. I don't want to run over the time. But you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Enjoy the rest of this week coming up. And remember, guys, keep your tanks clean, your fish fed, and have fun.